Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome to the Dateable AF podcast, because women dating women is wild, wonderful, and occasionally a disaster. I'm your host, Dr. Sarah Kyle, a therapist in private practice.
And I'm your co-host, Rachel Howell, researcher extraordinaire.
Hello, and welcome to the after party for Season 2, Episode 1 of the Dateable AF podcast. Today in our after party, we're going to be talking about the concept of meeting people in real life, IRL.
Oh, man, I hardly know what that is.
I know, we've forgotten all about it. And what I will say for you youngsters is that back in the day, we used to have this magical place called a lesbian bar. And we would go there on the weekends and it would be filled with lesbians, with women who date women. And you didn't have to wonder if the person you were looking at across the room is available to date women, because that's who was in this bar. And now, unfortunately, that doesn't exist so much.
You just have to worry about whether or not they have big bitch girlfriend that's going to kick your ass if you came over to it.
That's true. If they drove a pickup truck, had some horses,
put the arm around you.
Put their tiny little arm around you in the pickup truck.
If you haven't listened to us, you must listen to that episode about Sarah's coming out.
Anyway, that was our very first episode. That was homage to the first woman that I ever dated, who shall remain unnamed.
The horse. We don't even call her Monique or Veronica. We call her the horsewoman.
The horsewoman. That's right.
Yes.
Yep. And I don't know if she's listened to our podcast or not. I have not been in touch with her for many years, but she could very well be listening. I don't know.
She might be.
She might be. Shout out to you. You know who you
are.
If you dated me in the 90s and you have tiny little hands and you had horses, it's probably you we're talking about.
It's all said with a lot of love.
Much love. Oh my goodness. So anyway, we've talked a lot about this idea that now there is no one cohesive place, at least in Austin. I'm sure in other places around the country, I think there are still a few lesbian bars left out there, but meeting people in real life is more challenging than it used to be.
And there is a place in Austin that I haven't been, where I think young women do go. Trying to think of the name of it. I've lost it. But
Cheer Up.
Yeah, Cheer Up Charlie. And
yeah, which is not lesbians per se, but yes, gay bar in general. Mm-hmm.
Gay bar. But also, this is not only are young people expressing a very large disappointment in trying to app date and really just wanting to get back out and meet people in real life. But when you look at the older women, a place like Cheer Up Charlie's is not probably very attractive to them. It's, our ears get sensitive. It's really loud probably in there. Music that we're not familiar with. So
many barriers.
I'm just guessing. They probably don't have a wheelchair ramp. I don't know if they're accessible.
Y'all, we're not quite there yet. We're just thinking about the future.
So we are wanting to talk a bit about the possibilities of what's going on today around trying to create a place for women to meet in real life. And there's some different things that are happening across the U.S. related to that.
One of those things that I think is really cool is there is a group of women's sports bars that are opening across the country that are focused on showing women's sports. And so these aren't geared toward queer women in particular, although a lot of their clientele is made up of queer women. But this is a place where the big screen shows women's games. And it's really fun, and it's become kind of a little hub, a little gathering spot for women who like sports, and a lot of those women happen to be queer.
If you haven't been following along, for those that are not sporty gals out there, but there is a huge shift in what's going on in women's sports, and that women are actually finally making money, making the right money for the amount of effort they're putting in. The ticket sales are higher than they've ever been. And so there is a giant movement towards women's sports. And you just have a lot of opportunities for watching great women's sports. And how many bars have you guys walked into over your lifetime that they have 20 TVs around the bar, and not a one of them, or maybe one tiny one in a corner, has any of women's sports on there? So we have historically spent forever trying to find a place where we can gather outside of our houses to really enjoy sports. And
yes,
we want to talk about today. We're just going to hit a little bit on the bar that happens to be here in Austin. Going to give them a big shout out.
Yes, for sure. So we have a new bar. Well, I guess it's not super new now. It's a few months old, but it's called 1972 Pub. And it's owned by some fabulous women here who are really working to build a cool community around watching sports. So we connected with them and decided it would be fun to host a podcast event there. And we want to invite all of you. We'll be sharing more details with you as time goes on, but the event is going to be on Sunday, August 24th, 2025. And we are going to gather to record the podcast live from this event. And we'll be interviewing, we'll be asking questions, we'll be responding to your questions, and just giving you a great opportunity to meet other folks.
Yeah, and we'll be, I think the event will start around 5:30, but we'll continue to push out. You'll continue to, 1972, we'll be pushing out information about it, and then you'll see it on the socials. So please share. And the other thing that we're going to do is we really want to have this conversation with you about what it is that you want in order to, these folks who are creating and supporting these bars, they can't keep them open if we don't support them. We have to show up. We have to go. We have to be patrons.
Yeah, we have to buy food. We have to buy drinks. We have to bring our friends. Yes.
Yes. And they need that. And then, at least based on our experience, these women they have a vision, a strong vision for this bar, and they are very committed to our gay and lesbian community and all the other letters in the alphabet.
All the letters.
All the letters. And so, we're going to have to talk. We want to put some of the ownership back on you of talking to us about what sorts of things would draw you out and have you be regular patrons of their sports bar.
Of a venue like this. Yeah, for sure. And so we're going to give you a chance to meet us, to meet the owners of 1972, to meet each other. We're going to have a little designation if you want to designate yourself as single at this event. We are going to have a little sticker that you can wear so that you can identify as single, and you can also check out all the other hot ladies that might be identifying as single out there. So mark your calendars, August 24th, 2025, 1972 Pub in Austin. If you want to follow them on Instagram, it's at 1972 Pub. And we will look forward to seeing you guys there. And as always, we want to thank you for listening to the Dateable AF podcast, where we help you find your happy ending.
And remember, be bold, be kind, and for the love of queer dating, don't text your ex. Stay dateable.
AF.